Good morning, students. So today we will start our chapter number 7, that is the Southern Plateaus. The Southern Plateaus, that is one of our physical feature and that is lie to the south of the northern plains. So today we will study about the Southern Plateau. So let's first discuss that what is plateau. So we will start that what is plateau. So first let's discuss about the definition of plateau. Plateau is a flat land or plateau is a high land that is flat at the top, or we can say that the land that is higher than the land around it is known as plateau. Plateau lands are also known as the tablelands because they are flat from the top. Now we will start the chapter. River Narmada, it divides the southern plateau into two parts. Top is the central highland and below the river Narmada is Deccan Plateau. Central highlands, second is Deccan Plateau. River Narmada that flow in the state Madhya Pradesh. This river divides the southern plateau into two parts. The northern part of the river is known as the Central Highland and the southern part of the river is known as Deccan Plateau. So now let's discuss one by one about both these plateau regions. So first is Central Highland. Central Highland is made up of Malwa Plateau and Chota Nagpur Plateau. Chota Nagpur Plateau that is surrounded by the Aravali Hills in the northwest direction and Vidhyans Hill in the southeast direction. After that, next the Chota Nagpur Plateau. Chota Nagpur Plateau forms the northeastern states, or it includes the northeastern states to form the Southern Plateau. This region, Chota Nagpur region, it is rich in mineral producing, or we can say that this region is the richest mineral producing region of our country. Second is Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateau. This Deccan Plateau covers most of the, or we can say that all the states of the south. It extends from Satpura Hills in the north to Kanyakumari in south. Yes, so from where the Deccan Plateau starts? Deccan Plateau, it starts from the Satpura Hills in Madhya Pradesh and ends to Kanyakumari in south. This is the extension of the Deccan Plateau. The eastern and western side of the Deccan Plateau is surrounded by the Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats. Now what are the Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats? Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats are the mountain ranges which are not as high as the Himalaya mountain ranges. These are the mountain ranges but not as much high as the Himalayas. This is the south region of our country, or we can say that the peninsular part of our country. Now here is Arabian Sea. It is Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal. Now where are the Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats? In the western side. In the western side of our country, there are the Western Ghats. In the eastern side, there are the Eastern Ghats. Or we can say that Eastern Ghats lies between the Plateau region and Arabian Sea, or the coastal region, the coastline which touch to the Arabian Sea. And Eastern Ghat lies between the Plateau region or between the coastal region of Bay of Bengal. So that is the Eastern Ghat, that is the Western Ghat. These are the mountain ranges. Now let's discuss about some of the hill stations of this range. Now the famous hills of Eastern and Western Ghat, that is Sahyadri, Nilgiri, Annamalai, and Cardamom. And Cardamom Hills. So Sahyadri, Nilgiri, Annamalai and Cardamom Hills, these are the hills, top hills on the Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat. And there are many hill stations also on these ranges, on these hills. After that, we will study about the rivers that flow in the Deccan Plateau. So now let's discuss that which are the rivers that flow in this region. Rivers that flow in the southern part of our country, or that rivers that flow in the southern plateau, they are the seasonal rivers, or we can say that non-perennial rivers. It means these rivers have water only in the monsoon season. In the summer season, they get dried up. In the northern plains, we have rivers like Ganga, Yamuna, Indus, Brahmaputra. These are the perennial rivers. Perennial rivers which flow throughout the years. They don't get dried up in summer season because they get water from the glaciers. The ice of the glaciers melt and there is the supply of water in these rivers throughout the year. But the rivers that flow in the southern part of our country, these are the rain-fed rivers. These rivers have water only in the monsoon season, and in summer season they get dried up. So these rivers that lies in the southern part, that are the seasonal rivers. Now let's discuss which are these rivers. Narmada and Tapi. Narmada and Tapi. These rivers originate in the central highland and flow towards the west. After that, the rivers that flow through the Deccan Plateau, they originate from the Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats, and they flow towards the east. Narmada and Tapi, these rivers flow towards the western direction, and the rivers in the Deccan Plateau, they flow towards the eastern direction. So now let's discuss the rivers that flow in the Deccan Plateau. So these rivers are the Krishna, Kaveri, Mahanadi, Godavari, These are the rivers that flow through the Deccan Plateau and flow towards the eastern direction. And Narmada and Tapi, these flow in the western direction, or we can say that flow towards the west. River Godavari is also known as the Dakshin Ganga because it is the most important river of South. As in the North India we have river Ganga as a holy river, we worship river Ganga. In the same way, people worship river Godavari. So river Godavari is known as Dakshin Ganga. After rivers, we will discuss about the climate. Climate of Southern Plateau. The Southern Plateau receives rainfall during the monsoon season from June to October. Southern Plateau have summer season which starts from March and it lasts till June. So between March to June the temperature is too hot. Between March to June the temperature is too hot and it rises up to 40 degrees Celsius. After that, monsoon season that lies between June to October, and after that the winter season which starts from November and it lasts till February. So this is the climate of the Southern Plateau. Mostly the climate of the Southern Plateau, or we can say that the climate of the coastal region is moderate climate. That is not too hot, not too cold. But sometimes in summer season, the months of summer season like March to June, the temperature rises up to 40 degrees Celsius. And in winter also there is too cold from November to February. Next is the natural vegetation and wildlife. That what kind of natural vegetation and wildlife found in Deccan Plateau. So now let's discuss first about the natural vegetation. That what kind of trees found in the Plateau region. So the forest around the western and northeastern part of the Deccan Plateau have a large variety of trees. And what type of varieties are there? Oak, teak, sal, sandalwood, mahua, mango, jackfruit, bamboo and banyan trees. So these are the different variety or different species of trees which found in the Southern Plateau. After that, the forest of the slopes of the Western Ghats. The forest which lies on the slopes of the Western Ghats, it have trees like rosewood, mahogany, bamboo and ebony. So these are the trees which found in the forest, or we can say that this is the natural vegetation. The natural vegetation is consist of this type of trees in Deccan Plateau. After that, the wildlife. That what kind of wildlife is there? Wildlife of Southern Plateau. So in the wildlife we can see the variety of animals like elephant, sambar, boar, deer, leopard, sport deer, nilgai, black buck, chow singha and sloth bear. So it is the variety of wild animals found in the Southern Plateau. After natural vegetation and wildlife, the next topic is soil. That what type of soil found in the Southern Plateaus. So there are the two types of soils found in the Plateau region. The black soil and the red soil. So both these black soils and red soil are suitable for different types of crops. So now let's discuss that which are the crops that are grown in this soil. So first we will take black soil. First is the black soil that is found in the Southern Plateau. And now let's discuss that where it is found. It is found in Karnataka. This black soil is found in Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra, and Maharashtra. So these are the states: Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Maharashtra, where black soil is found. And now let's discuss that which are the crops that are grown here. So these are the crops which are grown in black soil, or black soil is suitable for these crops. So that is cotton, sugarcane, groundnuts, millets, oilseeds, rice and wheat. So these are the crops which are grown in black soil, or we can say that black soil is very suitable for cultivation of these crops like cotton, sugarcane, groundnut, millet, oilseeds, rice and wheat. After black soil, the next soil is the red soil. Black soil and red soil, these are the two types of soil which found in the southern plateau. So now let's discuss that where it founds. So this red soil is found in some parts of Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. So these are the states where red soil is found. Now let's discuss crops, that which are the crops that are grown here. So the crops are millets, potato, rice, wheat and sugarcane. So these are the crops: millets, potato, rice, wheat and sugarcane, which are grown in red soil, or we can say that red soil is good or suitable for growing this type of crops. So this is our chapter about the southern plateau, in which we have studied that what is the extension or location of the southern plateau, which are the rivers that flow in central highland or Deccan plateau, the climate, the natural vegetation and wildlife of the southern plateau, and the soil that found in the southern plateau.